He developed, and it
Meeting
was
come to
very
order.
satisfying.
Thank
to
you,
see
thank
him
everyone
grow.
for coming. Crystal, do we have a quorum, please?
Mayor Moss? Yes, we do. Councilmember Contreras is absent, Councilmember Gillian present, Councilmember Brenenbaum present, Mayor Pro Tem Young present, and Councilmember Kermel present.
Thank you. Would you all please stand? Please observe a moment of silence and join me in the pledge. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Nisha and Bree, come up, please. We have a proclamation. Tonight's a proclamation honoring Freedom House. Sexual Assault Awareness Month calls attention to the fact that sexual violence is widespread and impacts every person in the community. SAM aims to raise public awareness about sexual violence and educate our community about how best to prevent it. Sexual assault's prevalence is based on widespread, devastating abuse of power, one that affects people of every age, race, sex, gender identity, national origin, socioeconomic background, and religion. Both rape and sexual assault are harmful within our community, with over 53% of women and over 29% of men reporting experiencing contact sexual violence at some point in their lifetime. Most men and women who experience contact sexual assault report knowing the individual who harmed them. More than 1 in 4 non-Hispanic black women in the United States, 29%, were raped in their lifetimes. 1 in 3 Hispanic women, 34.8% reported unwanted sexual contact in their lifetime. More than 4 in 5 American Indian and Alaska Native women, 84.3%, have experienced violence in their lifetime. 32.9% of adults with intellectual disabilities have experienced sexual violence. 47% of all transgender people have been sexually assaulted at some point in their lives. 2024 marks the 23rd anniversary of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. This year's theme, Building Connected Communities, draws on all individuals, communities, organizations, and institutions to change the systems surrounding us to build equality and respect within our community. Jointly, we can publicly support victims, share educational information about assault and online harassment, and take a strong stance against victim blaming through comments. Now, I, Bill Moss, Mayor of the City of Willow Park, by virtue of an authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim April 2024 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month in the City of Willow Park. We join Freedom House as they help survivors of sexual assault by supporting the eradication of sexual assault through improving victim safety and holding perpetrators accountable for their actions against members of our community. Thank you.
Sean Gilliland has just been elected, about a month ago, was elected the president of Freedom House, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, yes, to choose. 1, 2, 3. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Did we keep this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye. See you later.
Thank you.
I was also at Easter Monday this weekend for Freedom House.
You want me to put that in the announcements? Or?
Was that, you were the one?
Yep, he was the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
First item, approve the regular city council meeting, March 12th, 2024. Do we have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve city council minutes of the regular city council meeting, March 12th, 2024.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other questions or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next item, to approve a contract for food, pool, and hotel motel inspections.
Bill.
Bill.
Council, this is Dwayne Barrett. is our health inspector, has been here for a number of years. We've made one small change to his contract in that we are doing an automatic renewal. It's hard to flag this one, so anyway, we'll do an automatic renewal. In there will be a 60-day, either party may get out with a 60-day notice. So we're asking you to go ahead and approve the contract with Dwayne Barrett for health services for the city of Willow Park.
That's the only change.
That's the only change.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the contract for food, pool, hotel, and motel inspections with the exception changes made as presented.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any other questions or discussion for Bill? All in favor? Thank you. We will now go into executive session at 6:00.
We got one more, sir. 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. I checked it off. I guess we got to go through that.
You got excited.
To adopt an ordinance adopting the 2021 editions of the International Building Code, the International Fire Code, the International Residential Code, the International Fire Existing Building Code, the International Mechanical Code, the International Plumbing Code, the International Swimming Pool and Spa Code, the International Fuel Gas Code, the National Fuel Gas Code, the International Property Maintenance Code, the International Energy Conservation Code, the 2020 editions of the National Electric Code and the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Code, and adopting a construction administrative code. Bill.
Council, we started working on upgrading these codes back in August, and it's taken a while to go through them. We also have added the Council of Governments, their amendments to the code, which many cities do that around in our area anyway. It just helps the codes. We're presently under the 2012 code, and we're asking that you approve the upgrading to the 2021 code, except for the electric code, which is 2011 electric code. We do have a change. There's one typo change in there. I'll turn it over to the city attorney.
Yes, I actually, if you'll notice on the 1, 2, 3, 4th line at the top of the first page of the ordinance, it said except for the administrative chapter of each code. That is a mistake, so delete all references to except for the administrative chapter of each code throughout the ordinance, about 15 different spots. So if you want to move to approve the ordinance, just say move to approve the ordinance as amended by the city attorney.
Okay. Do we have a motion, please?
Do we need to read this caption?
Go ahead.
He smiled when he said that.
I could read all 400 pages.
An ordinance of the City of Willow Park, Texas, amending Article 3.03 of the City of Willow Park's Code of Ordinances, adopting a construction administrative code, adopting the following codes, except for the administrative chapter.
Delete that.
Excuse me. Adopting the following codes.
4.
Each code, the 2021 edition of the International Building Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Building Code and the City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Fire Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Fire Code and the City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Residential Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Residential Code and the City of Willow Park amendments, the 2020 edition of the National Electrical Code as amended by the North Texas COG National Electrical Code and City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Existing Building Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Existing Building Code and City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Mechanical Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Mechanical Code and City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Plumbing Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Plumbing Code and the City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Fuel Gas Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Fuel Code, Gas Code, fuel gas code in the City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Property Maintenance Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Property Maintenance Code and City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Energy Conservation Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Energy Conservation Code amendments, the 2021 edition of the International Swimming Pool and Spa Code as amended by the North Texas COG International Swimming Pool and Spa Code and City of Willow Park amendments, the 2021 edition of the National Fuel Gas Code, the 2020 edition of the liquefied petroleum gas field code, providing for severability clause, providing repealing clause, providing an amendment clause, providing a penalty in the amount not to exceed $500 for violations of the ordinance, and providing for effective date.
Motion passes. Do we have a motion, please?
Can you reread that, please?
Yeah, just one more time.
I make a motion to approve and adopting an ordinance as read by the city secretary.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other questions for Bill? All in favor? Thank you.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you, Crystal. Thanks, Bill. We will now go into executive session, 6:12 p.m. Discussing the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property, 205 Canyon Court. Discussing the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property, Kingsgate Bridge. Economic development negotiations, consultation with city attorney, bail development agreement, and consultation with attorney, Half and Associates litigation.
Coach first base here in a second. Not me.
(6:46 p.m.) We're missing Sean. Are there any city council comments? I think the citizens of Willow Park are fortunate to have the staff that we have, the council that we have. There's a lot going on. I'm very excited, and I appreciate the work the staff does and council does. Thank you. City manager comments.
Very brief. I have two comments real quick, two announcements. April the 6th is Shred Day. So if you have documents that need to be shredded, it'll be at 516 Ranch House Road, which is the old city hall, from 10 to 1. Please bring a water bill or a driver's license to prove residency. And then on April the 8th, we're all going to turn around and do total eclipse of the park at the Alito Athletics Complex, so the AAI baseball fields. Please join us. Gates open at 1. It's going to be, the totality is at 1:40, and by 2 o'clock we'll all resume our normal lives. Food trucks, food and beverages will be served.
Very good. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second. Thank you. All in favor?